Welcome to Sculpture by the Sea, Cottesloe 2026. My name is Gordon Mitchell. I'm a sculptor and artist, and I will take you on a virtual tour introducing you to some of the artists here today, and we'll have an insight into their inspiration, their use of materials, the way that they have encountered problems and solved those problems and created masterpieces. I'd like to take this opportunity to give a heartwarming thanks to Lotterywest for their ongoing support, making the virtual tours a great success. Here we are at the artwork from Gleb, an artist from Denmark who unfortunately can't be here because of visa issues. So what we have here is fairly obviously a unicorn. He is a man that, an artist that creates with spontaneity and no fear. He's not trying to create a photographic realistic representation of the animal itself, but trying to capture the joy and the enthusiasm in the making. You can see the kind of mark making that he has put across the surface, the ideas of little wings, very playful, and his whole inspiration is really about being playful and not being afraid to just have a go and make work to keep you joyful. Now we've seen Gleb's work, we're going to investigate the other 70 artworks that are on the beach and up here on the grassed area. We have 23 artists representing 8 different countries from around the world. We have 35 West Australians that are really pleased to be part of such an important exhibition, and let's go and find out what we can about some of these works for you. Okay, we're here with Jina Lee, who is a great sculptor of stone, working down from the J Shed in Fremantle. This is quite big compared to the last one I saw of your pieces, which are very delicate at times.
Oh yes, yeah.
Which we do have the delicacy. So would you like to tell us a little bit about the story of this piece?
Right, so I wanted to make some wave, but also I wanted to capture those waves in that moment, moving like a wave in the movement. So I wanted to capture those moments,
yes,
so that I make the picture frame.
Right.
So that the wave is always in this picture. So it's like a sculpture, but in a picture frame.
Captured, yes.
Captured, yes. Yeah. And
good.
also I make some like seat that you can sit that side. It's a one-seater.
One-seater.
Yeah. So you can actually sit there and have a rest or
yes. Contemplate.
Something.
Thinking.
And I think it's quite well suit with the background actually as well, so you can see through the backdrop of the oceans, and you can see the inside. There is a little ripple that I make.
And I think that's a nice contrast between the smooth and the actual the movement of the waves.
Yeah.
And the contrast of the darker stone on the top.
Yes. So inspired by the little shape of the atom,
yes,
which connected to all things in the world.
Yes.
So it's like it can be clouds.
Yes, clouds could be thoughts, and so really allows people to interpret and be part of the storyline. Yeah, which is good.
And I thought it's a good contrast for the colour-wise as well.
I think so. I think it adds to that kind of feeling too of the upward movement of the piece. So we're looking at marble, aren't we?
Yes. So I have 2 different marble, which is one. It's Western Australian marble,
right,
and that is from Queensland. So it's from Cairns.
Yes.
So 2 different marble. It's very different color.
Yes.
But also that black marble is from South Australia. It's a fossilized marble, which is really interesting color if you look closer.
And it's very fine, isn't it? The fine grain compared to the West Australian one's really quite coarse in its kind of patterning. Yeah. Which is a nice contrast too, isn't it?
It is, yeah. I think I'm very lucky to be able to work with stone.
Yes.
It's just beautiful as it is. Yeah.
Exactly, it's
It
got
just-
beauty within. It's a
Yeah.
bit like we're looking at Sally Stoneman's, which is the timber,
Yes.
and kind of sanding back, and you start discovering all the
Little,
hidden.
the color, and I think I'm in that way. I'm very lucky to be able to work
Yeah.
and
Well,
find
you've
the
chosen,
beauty.
haven't you? You've chosen it because of that. And it's a quite different approach in the sense of a lot of these are actually additive kind of sculptures where you are subtracting from a big block.
Ah, yes.
So this
Yeah.
this cutout
That's
is,
right, yes.
is all kind of taken from a solid piece of stone. So
Yes.
how fragile actually is it while you're doing that?
In that
Yes.
piece, I think some part is quite fragile, but some part also very tough. So
Right.
there's a few different type
Density?
of density,
Uh-huh.
which makes me a little bit difficult to carve,
Yes.
because when you carve or polish, there's a two different density.
Surface, yes,
yeah,
yes.
little bit different, and a little bit challenged sometimes.
Yeah, so you're really testing that part. So
Yeah.
I suppose that's another thing that is a little bit of a danger in the sense of carving compared to adding on. You can kind of weld on a piece if you make a mistake here.
Right.
It's pretty
That's
permanent.
right.
You are changing
Yes.
your idea altogether.
Yeah, or
Yeah.
I needed to change. Yeah, I needed to change the design because
Yes.
I did mistake. I needed to change.
Yes. Well,
But
but
yeah.
that's the creative process, isn't it? To be able to see,
Yeah.
and it can take you on a journey to somewhere you weren't going. That can be a nice surprise.
True. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. But
Yeah.
before that, I carve. I usually do the opposite way. So I do with the clay.
Oh, so you do a
Yeah,
little
'cause
like maquette?
Maquette.
Yep.
So I can always change it that
yeah,
way.
yes,
So I
yes.
add more, or
Yes.
but once I like making in a stone, then yes, it's
You-
only
that's-
take it out of
Yes, yes. Yeah,
from
no,
the stone. Yeah.
no, I think it's a wonderful piece, and it's beautiful in this to be able to look through to the ocean, isn't it? Is it?
Yeah, this is
It-
a good location for this sculpture.
Here we are with Evie and Tanya, daughter and mother collaboration. It's great to have you guys here. And Tanya, would you like to just explain how this concept all came about?
Sure. So, Evie has wanted to make an interactive sundial for many, many years. And when she suggested that we collaborate for Sculpture by the Sea, the thing became how to make this interactive sundial work on the beach. So my component was to suggest the towers made out of terracotta pots, because they are not an expensive item to work with. And previously I've worked with a similar design. So we worked with Stuart Bryce, who is an engineer, to do the interior steel structures which go inside these pots to make them safe on the beach. And Ev then did the whole mosaic design, the black and white style and everything was hers. And that has been done over quite a long time. There's a lot of labour involved in creating the mosaic design.
And
So
then-
Evie, black and white. Why?
well, that's what came onto my doorstep. I've lived in the same house for 42 years, and I have actually decorated my house with broken tiles and ceramics. So much so that people bring me all their broken china, tiles and things, and they just appear on the doorstep. I usually find out who it's from, but not always. Anyway, it was my home handyman who found a nice box of new black and white tiles, and they looked so lovely. I decided that would be the material for this sculpture. I don't usually work in black and white, but I thought they were pretty good, and then I had fun working out different patterns for every
Yes.
tower.
Yes.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun, and then cutting them precisely is not my usual style, but
Right.
I've enjoyed working on the sundial.
Rather than being random, yes,
And
organic.
then I had to put somewhere to do the feet.
The gnomon,
This is where the gnomon, the person becomes the gnomon.
The gnomon.
So yes.
The dial.
So
so
you, yes, I
the
gathered that.
person sends the shadow to
And
whatever
look at
time.
that, it's 11 o'clock.
Absolutely.
Perfect.
11.
And the children are really engaging in it and loving the discovery of what a watch or a clock can be rather than a digital piece.
More fun than looking at your phone.
Isn't it ever?
Much more fun to come
But
down.
it wasn't just straightforward that we came down to the beach and put them here. We had Andrew Pearce, who is an astronomer. He came and he had done all the maths for March, because this slab is just for March.
Right.
So he'd done all the maths. He came down here with kind of like garden stakes and pink builder's string. And within the hour, he used the maths using the X and Y coordinates and the south and the north coordinates to put all of the posts in just garden stakes.
Yes.
And from there, we sunk the base plates in the ground in exactly the spot he had that he told us to do. And that's why it's accurate.
That's good.
And in the unlikely event that someone wants to buy it, we will have to do another where to stand, because each month it'll be a bit closer.
No, that's excellent. I think a great success and really drawing children in to discover. Good work. Well done. Okay, so Sally, really important about positioning of sculpture to get the absolute best result. This is a beautiful position with these trees cradling around the mother almost of all the trees, the big burl.
Yeah, that's right. It's I couldn't have asked for a better location for it, really, because it's kind of nestled in amongst the trees, isn't it? Even though they're she oaks and this is jarrah. Yeah, I think it would have been lost on the beach. It's nice having the green and then the limestone and then the wood.
Yes.
And then just it's held within the location.
Yeah, I think so. And so you were taking a new step into working with timber. How did you kind of move into this form?
Yeah, it is very different for me. My late husband collected this jarrah burl from the forest next to our property down south, and it's state forest, but it's a wood collection area. And so it was kind of sitting in its rough form for a number of years at the property, and always was like a possibility, that's something I really wanted to do. And then an opportunity came up through the City of Stirling to do an artist residency, which they called the Communal Tapestry, and that was organised through Mandy Hawkhead. So luckily they chose me, and I got to work through the School of Wood in I think it's like the Scarborough Community Centre, the School of Wood, and there was a women's shed there. So I was thinking, oh, fantastic, that'd be perfect for me, who hadn't really much experience with working with tools on wood or even working with wood.
Introduced to the Arbotech?
So I started using the Arbotech.
Which is a very nice, gentle way of carving, isn't it?
Oh, isn't it fantastic?
Yes,
I was so happy with that. But I actually did a lot of it with the angle grinder.
Right, okay.
And of course, I had to have things chainsawed off, and and then...
And so you were selecting areas of interest to you? That you've treated and obviously kept the nice texture as the contrast between your work and the nature of the beast.
Yeah, that's right. Just trying to bring out the beauty of the natural form that was already there, and that kind of wrestle of how far you go, how much you take off, and how much you leave there. And also, through the City of Stirling, I had a mentor, Bernd Kaiser, who works with timber and stone. So that was really great, having that support, just with choosing the right size base. And this is a diamond cut limestone. And
that gives it that presence of being almost a monument and a tribute to, 200 years of growth?
Yeah.
Something around about that?
Yeah, that's right. At least over 100 years.
Yes.
It's always hard to know. We didn't measure all the rings
no.
of growth, but and the thing is, it's a treasure. The reason I called it treasure is that we really need to protect our forests, and I feel like there's so much clearing going on, and it's just a problem for biodiversity, and we need to treasure it.
Absolutely. And I think as an artist, you draw attention through the sculpture, which is really part of the aim, isn't it, of making something like this that gets people thinking and talking.
Yeah, that's right.
And it's interesting watching people saying, oh, my father used to burn these in the copper, you know, and things like that.
Yeah, that's right. They, you know, and how long are we, you know, we must protect the forests so that we've always got this for the future.
Yes. And you must have had a good team to
Yeah,
move it. And
yeah, that's right. I had my friend, well, my mentor and friend Bernd Kaiser came down the farm and helped me move it. But I've also, you know, I've got a team of neighbours and family that always give support when I'm doing big projects. Because just getting the front end loader and then getting it on the trailer, and
I think that's the major difference with sculpture, is that you're a team. You're always working with a team.
Yeah, you've always got a team. And I always go, I don't want to do another heavy thing. But somehow I end up doing another one.
So here we are with one of the international artists, Yoshio from Japan. Yeah. And very familiar theme is the moon.
Yes.
Would you like to tell us a little bit about why the moon?
Yes. So first time I came to Cottesloe exhibition, I saw the moon set to the sea. I very moved, so I start to use the motif of the moon. Yeah.
Right. And we're using bronze?
Yes, it's a copper plate, and this part is bronze.
Okay, so this is a copper surface.
Yes.
And you weld this in?
Yeah, we're welding here.
Here, yes.
Yeah.
Yep. And these pieces with a very nice texture of the cutting, is that?
Yeah, this is ordinary is timber.
Oh,
timber
right.
cutting and molding silicone rubber.
So we've got timber.
Yes,
and take the shape from that, the pattern, or a mould from the timber.
Yes.
Good. And sitting on the table, the significance of sitting on the table?
So I think I bring I bring my private. Yeah. So I put put a table and I just go looking for my private.
Yes. You've captured your own moon.
Yeah.
That's it's a very beautiful texture. So this texture, would that change with the weather?
Yes, but now this will be a little bit changes, but now coatings.
Right, it's got
so many people like this color. Yeah. Yes, and this color is very difficult to make. Yeah. So I use a Japanese traditional way. Yeah. So some mixing rice powder and some chemicals and mix and put on and burning.
Yes.
Yeah. Difficult to make.
Yes.
This color. Yeah.
I think it's a very effective result.
This is craft work like.
Here we are with Julian Pereira with his sculpture made out of corten steel. Julian, so how did you come up with this concept?
So for me, it's so I've been living with a disability for about 15 years, and when I became disabled, the wheelchair symbol is such a large feature of your life, because I'm always looking for disabled parking spots, disabled toilets. What I wanted to do is just use that familiar icon of the wheelchair symbol to spark conversation about accessibility and disability.
Yes, I think that does that very well here. We take it for granted. All the people that are coming around here enjoying the sculptures very rarely even think about footings or anything like that is just about holding them up, let alone other people coming and getting close to really enjoy what we think or don't think about.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, so the sand and the beach, it's definitely something that people take for granted. I actually used to work at Sculpture by the Sea in 2012.
Yes.
I was able-bodied back then. I swam, I ran on this beach, but now, many years later, I'm in a wheelchair. And for me, it was important that this work go on the sand with beach matting, so people in wheelchairs and less mobile people can go right up to it and
enjoy and touch. Yes.
And touch.
I think it does that very well, and I think people start to see that symbol because we are very aware of it. And I think it also shows your courage to actually get in there and not give up on it. I think that's, so you've got a partner, David, who collaborated with you?
Yeah, so Dave and I, we met at architecture school.
Yeah.
And since then, sort of we've done a couple of artworks together, and yeah, it's been great. It's good to have a partner that you can bounce off to get different ideas.
Exactly,
and
yes.
to see that you're not totally being crazy.
Yes.
But yeah, so Dave's been great.
And I understand you use 3D modelling quite a lot to kind of realise your ideas.
Yeah. So my background's architecture.
Yep.
And so I 3D model on the computer. And you know, when you're designing on the computer, it's one thing, but sometimes you want to see it in real life.
Yeah.
So we 3D print our models.
Yes.
Just to have a look at it. And sometimes we're like, let's be a little bit bigger here, a little bit smaller here. So it's a good tool to have to, especially when I can't make with my hands. The 3D printer is a wonder.
Yes, yeah. I mean, technology for you is extremely valuable because obviously you've got your hands to move as well. So using your eyes.
Yep. So with the computer,
yeah,
I use my eyes. I use my voice.
Yes.
I use the mouse a little bit.
Yep.
Yeah, and then with my chair, I actually control with my head.
Right.
As well. So.
Yeah, you just movements.
Yeah.
That's fantastic to actually. Did you find that hard to learn or?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
yeah.
must be tricky.
I think I definitely started off on my L plates when I first got it. I drove into some random someone's bush in their yard, and I had to ask them for help to back out of it. But yeah, I'm pretty confident with it now.
You're now ready to start on racing maybe.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, that's good. And I believe you've got already some plans for Bondi next year, or this year, end of this year.
Yeah. So what this sculpture here kind of sparked a lot of interest, and sort of people approached me wanting to liking the idea of the advocacy behind the work, and we want to start a series that deals with accessibility. And so this one's obviously a figure in a wheelchair, which kind of represents me and my situation. My partner David, he's not in a wheelchair, but he's got a child that's 3 years old, and so the work's about accessibility and disability and advocacy. So wheelchairs and stairs don't mix very well. So places that have ramps and that are accessible for wheelchairs also help other people. So parents with prams, elderly people that use a Zimmer frame, so on and so on.
Yeah, just make it easier.
Yeah, so our next work sort of deals with parents with prams.
Yep. Well, thank you very much. It's been a pleasure hearing your story, and thanks again.
Well, thanks for the chat.
Okay, here we are down on the beach with Tom. I like the story that you have about the material, and the longevity of this material is very relevant to your whole message in your sculpture.
These are PET bottles, and now recently I looked it up. I thought, I'll have a look at Google, and supposedly they will last between 400 and 1,000 years before they break down. Yeah.
That is a scary statistic, isn't it? When we think about how many of these bottles are consumed around the world.
Yeah, it is a very scary thing. Well, I don't know, because there's other ideas about this as well, like for example the floating island, the plastic island now form shelter and from the sun.
New
and
environment.
And the environment adopts, adjusts to what is presented to them. So it's very hard to say. Of course, it's like a hate-love relationship, really.
Yes.
Like I love the shape, and I like the fact that it's so lightweight. Because when I transported this work to Sydney, it all fitted in a suitcase.
Yes.
And I took it on the airplane, and the suitcase was quite a big suitcase, but I could lift it up like that. And the steel I actually bought in Sydney.
Right. Yes.
I do focus quite often on what we as humans do on this planet, and I'm not necessarily focused on just the environment.
So the symbolism of your colours represent...
Yeah, so the title is Broadband Cool Drink Tribe, and the broadband, amongst other things, kind of represents information technology. So our broadband internet connection, but also the colors and the frequencies of glass fiber technologies.
Yes.
And the cool drink, of course, relates to the sugary drinks, the Coca-Cola bottle, and this is the Schweppes bottle. Now I got previously I made works with little wooden cubes with also stripes of colors on them, and for me they were megapixels, but I got a lot of comments from all different people say, oh, how lovely they look like licorice all sorts. And I was like, no, I don't like licorice all sorts, they are megapixels. Until it kind of, I thought like, oh, hang on, sugar, internet, information technology, they're probably as addictive as each other.
Yes.
You know, like,
yes.
yeah.
So,
And
yeah.
how also the internet and also the sugar has shaped who we are.
Yes. Okay, that is it for today. I hope you've enjoyed hearing from the artists and looking at their works and having a more of an understanding of some of the trials and tribulations that artists go through. I'd like to again thank very much Lotterywest for their contribution and support, always making these events very accessible to as many people in Western Australia as possible, or mate, worldwide. So here we go. Let's say goodbye. Thanks very much for your watching, and hope to see you again next year.